Welcome to Get Ready to Profit, a show designed for entrepreneurs. Each episode is packed with ideas, tools, and inspiration to help you transition from dependence on a paycheck to financial freedom. Learn how simple it is to create a business of your own on either a part-time or full-time basis. Hear from special guests who share their wisdom, their ideas, and their stories of success with you. Your world is about to change for the better. Get Ready to Profit with Glenn Garnes.
Hey everybody, we're back with a very special series of radio shows that are going to equip you to do the number one thing small business owners need, which is to make quality connections in business.
Bing, bing, bing.
Now, let me tell you that was Rob Howes, our new COO. So that bing, bing, bing is official. You need to recognize Rob and say hello and congratulate him on becoming the Chief Operating Officer at Small Business CEO.
Thank you very much. I'm excited about it.
Where small business finds big ideas.
And look, the big idea for today is what?
The big idea for today is we're going to be teaching you some things about how to avoid mistakes we make at networking events. Now, let me tell you what the format of this is going to be, because we only have 10 minutes. These are going to be 10-minute segments.
Now 8.
That's right. And we're going to cover one mistake in each of these segments. We're also going to give you some heads up front. We're going to create a Facebook group, and we're going to invite you to join that Facebook group for free, because this is important stuff, and we want to make sure we're delivering the goods here for you. So
Absolutely.
You'll find out later how to join the Facebook group. We're also going to share with you some freebies that you can download and get access to right now, just as a thank you for listening to this episode. But we're going to dive right in right now because we do not want to run out of time. Here's what the first topic is. One of the biggest mistakes we make at networking events is not knowing why we're there. Most of us go to networking events thinking it's our opportunity to give our 30-second infomercial, our elevator pitch, our our sales pitch. And that is a deal breaker for most people. Think about this. Everyone in the room is pitching. Who's listening?
Nobody's listening.
Crickets. If you know that 99% of the people that you go to networking events with are going to be pitching, one of the most important things that you can do is to shift your polarity. In other words, instead of being a good presenter, the best way to put your best foot forward is to be a good listener.
Be a good listener.
And here's what you need to know. The best way to do this is to understand the following quote. This is why it works. This quote comes from William James, a 19th century philosopher and psychologist who made the recognition that the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated.
Wow.
Now let that sink in for just a minute. The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated.
To be appreciated.
You should write that down, put it on your mirror, and make sure you understand it. Because if you can be the source of fulfillment for someone else's craving, they will find a way to never do without you.
That's it.
So that's the principle. So here's how you do that in practice. The way you do that in practice is you ask good questions. You focus on them. You make the conversation about them. Nobody's going to enjoy a conversation more than when it's about them.
Nobody.
So if you focus on making the conversation about them, you've just made a new best friend.
Yeah, and that's how you really establish a true, authentic relationship. I mean, how can you ever begin a relationship if you never listen to what someone else is saying? That's like going on a date and you just talk the whole time.
Exactly. Not only that, but if you are learning more about those folks as you're listening carefully, you now have the ability to decide what is the best way when it's time for you to introduce what you do.
Yeah, and also by what you just said, when you're actually listening to them, thoroughly listening to them, you then may have some referrals, some thoughts to support what they're doing, which then moves the relationship forward.
That's right. Dale Carnegie described this in How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is the best way to get people to take an interest in you is to take a sincere interest in them first.
That's good.
You know, this is not magic. This is just stuff that we just don't do. You know, it's common sense, but not common practice.
Not common practice.
You can 10x your results by making it common practice. So that's a pretty simple one, but here's another component to this. When you do this the right way and consistently, you actually enhance the quality of the experience at these events. And it's going to lead to another tip that we're going to talk about we're not going to tell you what it is right now, but we're going to tell you later if you come back and listen to the next tip. Now, before we continue, I want to share one other quote that kind of wraps this up very nicely. It comes from one of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou, and what she had to say is simply this: people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
They will never forget. I can remember faces a little bit sometimes, the name, but I will always remember for the rest of my life how I made people feel and how they made me feel. And that's very interesting to know as you are continuing to go on networking and building relationships. It's not just about knowing why you're there, but knowing that whatever you do, the impression that you leave, you left it. And the impression of how you make somebody feel about you, how you make them feel, that can be the beginning or the end of your relationships in business.
That's exactly right. Even people you choose not to follow up with will still think well of you. So think about this. If you really want to make a good first impression, focus on how you're making the people that you're talking to feel at these events. Focus on being the source of fulfillment of their craving for appreciation, which you already know that they have. If that's all you did, now you've also taken the pressure off of going to events where you don't like to present. It's not about presenting. It's about just being a good listener.
Be a good listener.
If you can't be a good presenter, you better be a good listener.
You ought to be a networking rock star.
Exactly. So that is the tidbit for today. That's the biggest mistake we make, I believe. And if you can get that one right, the rest of the ones that we're going to share with you in future episodes are going to just kind of fall into place.
Yep.
So let us talk real quick about what you will probably want to do next, which is to get plugged into the Facebook group that we're going to start. We have not yet created the group, but we're hoping that it will be called Referral University. And the reason I say we're hoping that is because I don't know if someone else already has it. But if they don't have it, it's going to be ours. But here's what's going to happen. We're going to post the name of the group in the comment section to wherever it is that you're listening to this video or watching this video. And so, or if you're listening to the podcast, then you're going to have to just kind of check, I guess.
Yeah.
If you can't figure it out, email us at admin@sbceo.com. admin@sbceo.com, and we'll make sure that we get you connected in the Facebook group. Now, we do have some freebies for you. We have some good stuff. We always do that will also help you to enhance relationships along the way and also bring your ideas to fruition. So we want to make available to you our Small Business CEO Accelerator program. This is real course content that we make available to paid members of Small Business CEO. But to give you some insight into what it would be like to be a member, we're going to give it to you for free. So all you have to do is go to www.tipsonsuccess.com. That's www.tipsonsuccess.com. Did I say that right? www.tipsonsuccess.com. When you get there, put in your name and your email address. And when you do, you're going to get a link that it'll be emailed to you, a link where you can download the goodies. Let me quickly tell you what the goodies are. Number one, you're going to get the business blueprint where it helps you map out your business strategy or anything you want to do in your life. You're going to get the CEO daily reflection sheet, which gives you 5 things to think about on a daily basis. Really simple, easy peasy stuff. You're going to get Let's Not Be Partners, my book, PDF version, and the audio version for digital download. And you're going to get a daily message in your inbox to remind you to be mindful of what it means to be an entrepreneur.
There it is.
www.tipsonsuccess.com. All right, that is it. We are out of time, and we are going to now tell you to keep an eye out for the next episode because it is coming soon. Keep an eye out for how you can get plugged in the network. We will see you again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to Get Ready to Profit with Glenn Garnes. Glenn invites you to join the Partners in Profit Club, the free Entrepreneurs Affinity Group, which includes complimentary digital downloads, membership in Small Business CEO Lounge, and their private social network. Receive advance notification of events, resources, and other information members can use to advance their projects. Visit GetReadyToProfit.com.